Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Courseplay tutorial. My name is Rainbow Dave, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to generate two different kinds of fieldwork course. The first is going to be with this plough here, and the second is with the cultivator over there that I've brought down already. Now, I already have a course loaded, so I got to get rid of that. Now, here's Courseplay, and for generating a fieldwork course, what you do is you go into the main screen here. This will come up when you open Courseplay for the first time. This is what you'll get, and you open that with the right mouse button. You need to go to, and it'll be set on grain transport like this. This will be your exact setup first time you load up Courseplay. You need to go to the fieldwork mode, which is this one, and then there is an option that you can see the boundaries of the fields, and I'm just going to show you now because I know this is field 38, so I'll just use the mouse scroll wheel to bring this up. These are the boundaries of field 38. Useless information, right? Wrong. This tells you what Courseplay sees. I've set it to automatically scan the fields. This is automatically scanned. Now if you really want, you can calculate the current field's edge path, which gives you the exact same reading on field 38. Sometimes that is an issue. Sometimes you can have that problem, a problem where Courseplay doesn't, in the initial scan, get the edge path right. So you do need to occasionally use that. I haven't come across that problem much. So I'm on field 38. Well, that's great. I know what field I'm on. How big is the plough? Well, if you click this calculator here, gives you size of the plough. And what does this calculator do? Oh, it's seed usage. That's actually really helpful. So this is a 1.8 meter plough. You might be thinking, well, it's offset, isn't it? Yeah, that's not really an issue. We are in the northwest corner of the field, so you check your starting corner against the map. North, south, east and west. So this is the northwest corner here, and we are facing south. We don't want if you select return to first point when the course is finished, we'll say over there for argument's sake, the drive will drive back up here to the first point. If you want a headland that is going around the field a couple of times, or before or after the main work has been finished, the up or downy, you can select that. I don't really like having them turned on square fields, so I won't select them. And then what you do is you hit this button and it generates the course for you. Where's the endpoint? The endpoint is actually over there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a folder for field 38 because I like having my stuff organized. So you just do that, enter a name. I've entered a hash, so I'm going to actually delete that. To create a folder, you click you click on this folder with a star in it, enter your folder name, field 38 for example, and it does help if you have all the fields courses in a folder with the name of the field. Now I'm going to save the course, which is the save icon over here, and this is 3 meters starting in the northwest corner heading south. It's always helpful to have some sort of code like this where you say how big the implement is. This isn't a 3 meter course, is it? This is actually a 1.8 meter course starting in the northwest heading south. It's good to have some sort of code that you use. I use size of the implement that this course has been made for, the starting corner, and the direction that it goes in. Now I'm going to save it into the folder, and that information tells me exactly what I need to know, which is what equipment is this for. Do you think, well, how do you know that, how do I know that the plough is 1.8 meters? Well, that's easy. You come in here and you see the Kuhn Varimaster, the plough I'm using, is a 2 meter plough, but Courseplay reads 1.8 meters. That's not a problem because it's allowing a bit of overlap. If there's no overlap, you get lines where Courseplay has missed stuff, and that does happen. You want 0.1 or 0.2 meters of an overlap with small equipment. If you're using big equipment, 0.5 meters is always a good overlap, because Courseplay isn't perfect, it's far from it, and you want to be able to have a bit of a safety zone. So I'm just going to hit drive course. It'll drive to the first waypoint, throw down the plough, and start off by itself. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually grab my apologies for this. I'm just going to dump that there. I'm going to go grab the weight for this tractor, and while I'm doing that, the other tractor is ploughing as fast as the plough will allow. The Courseplay cannot speed things up beyond the maximum speed of the equipment. I know in 2013 it could, and I abused that fact so much during my time at that game. In 2015 that's not a thing. It's the implement sets the speed, not the tractor. You can go slower than the maximum speed of the implement, that's an option. You can't go faster than it. So I'm going to drive down to field 38, which I'm sure a lot of you have played on Bjornholm. I haven't much. I've played maybe 2 hours at most, so I'm still quite new to the map. I've taken the exact same wrong turn already. So I'm going to head down to field 38 and pick up the cultivator. I won't be starting this course straight away, because I'd prefer to have the field fully ploughed, or at least 50% ploughed before I start the course. Also I have GPS mod turned on, which was what those lines were about, so I just turned that off. But I'm going to show you guys how to generate the plough course, and that is quite simple. Or the cultivate course. It is identical to generating the plough course, so I'm going to set it back to the original and just kind of recap setting up the course from the same starting corner. So this is what you'll get at the start. Now, this is just a bit of a recap, so if you got it first time, well done. You start off with Courseplay looking exactly like this. You select fieldwork mode, which is the lines with the little gear underneath it. You come up here and you look at the lines, you find that. Then you find your field edge path. You can see that on the map, field 38. Field 38 we're working with, which is 3 meters on this piece of equipment. Then you find your starting corner. We're in the northwest. We're heading south, facing south. You see that on the map as well. We're in the northwest corner of the field, facing south. The little arrow tells you what way you're facing, which is really convenient. Then you just hit generate course. There's the start point there. The end point is down in that corner. Is actually there as well, over there on the other side of the field. So I'm going to save that. And it's always advisable to have a code, because you can have multiple of the same width implement working using just one course. So this is a 3 meter course heading from the northwest corner of the field and facing south at the beginning. And what exactly the same as with the plough. You hit drive course, you'll drive to the first waypoint. It does help if you've got first waypoint selected. Now you can actually select which waypoint you want to start at. Say you've given up a course at waypoint 502. If you hit current waypoint, and this reading is 502/811, you'll drive straight to 502 and continue on from there. However, if you're starting a field, you want it to be selected as first waypoint. If it's nearest waypoint, it could start 3 or 4 rows in. I've had that happen many times. It's always best, if you're starting off a field with any implement in Courseplay, hit first waypoint. It'll drive straight to the first waypoint. I'll just start it off so you can see. It'll drive straight to the first waypoint, drop the equipment and start working. Now I'm going to actually stop it, because I want the rest of the field to be ploughed before I do anything, as a personal preference. There will be more tutorials in the future, not all of them on Bjornholm. I will be including a few different maps, but if you've got square fields, you're best off having no waypoints in a course, or no headlands in a course. If you've got non-square fields, like I know there's a couple here, Field 20 is a good one. Field 14 is another good one. 2, 3, 5, 6 and 7 are all very nice. 4 as well. You're going to want to throw in a couple, maybe 2 headlands after, just so that it cleans up. And it's even here with the plough course. This little mess here where you miss tiny little specks. If you're a bit of a perfectionist like me, these will have to be cleared before you can do any other work. Yeah, I mean, Courseplay is really good, really helpful. It saves so much time because you can go AFK and do your own thing, go have a cup of tea or whatever, and come back and, hey, look, all the work's done. The field's been ploughed for me. The field's been cultivated. The field's been seeded. This one over here has been fertilized. That one's been harvested. The BGA is now empty because I've Courseplayed that one. Yes, it is a crutch, but it's a good crutch. It's a crutch that you can rely on most of the time, sometimes. It's not perfect. The Courseplay workers are a bit dumb. They blindly follow waypoints, so they don't have much pathfinding ability. And when they do, they weave a lot. Yeah, I'm going to leave that there now with this tutorial. I've been Rainbow Dave. You've been watching your Farming Simulator 15 Courseplay tutorial on generating fieldwork courses. I will come back to this at a later time to show you how balers can be Courseplayed. Don't worry, that'll be done. Comment, like, subscribe, all that nonsense. Please do that. All of the nonsense. Do all of the nonsense. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next tutorial or in my Let's Play series, which you will find a link to the playlist of probably earlier in the video or around about now. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.